since the last video I have been feeling much better, and today I am going to visit a Michelin guide restaurant for Bún Bò Huế. I believe in Saigon there is only one, so I'm currently walking from District 1 over the bridge to District 4. It's a very hot day for Bún Bò Huế, but I can't wait. I'm starving. Okay, so after about a 25 minutes and 30-minute walk, I am here and I'm glad she's open, because sometimes online it will say that it's open all day, but they'll actually close midday. So I'm here at 1:30, and sometimes restaurants will close between 12 to 2. But she is open and they are busy. They're just prepping for, I guess, maybe a later time. So a lot of the vegetables are getting prepped into bags for takeaway. And I've just gotten everything except for the pork hock, so except for your heo, and you have the option to either get your vegetables blanched or just fresh, and I usually like it blanched to keep the soup kind of warm, otherwise it kind of cools it down. So I've just got rau mung, which is kangkong, and bean sprouts, as well as banana bell and some greens, and there's just extra sauce as well on the side. And from what it looks like, it's a loaded bowl. Yeah, heaps of beef. You got your jalo, which is your pork loaf. Got some tendon, like a crab kind of cake. And it looks good. The only thing that I do like that I see doesn't have is the pork blood, which is actually one of my favorite things about Bún Bò Huế. But nonetheless, this one is Michelin guide, and the only one in Saigon, I believe. I'm excited. I'm going to try it as is without adding any of the extra satay, but I've just put lime and some veggies in. Wow. That is pretty good. Definitely needs extra kick. So 2 types of satay, your dried one here, or one that's kind of got a chili oil. Maybe I'll add both. It's really hot today to be eating this, but the last time I had Bún Bò Huế, I don't even know, to be honest. I think it was at least a month plus, which is wild because this is my favorite Vietnamese dish, and I usually eat it at least 2 to 3 times a week. So that's actually very crazy to me that I haven't had it in that long. Alright, and the noodles are quite nice and thick, which I like. Let's go. Wow, okay, that's really spicy now. That's hella spicy. Wow, the beef looks really good. Yummy. That's good. And if you've been to Saigon and you have a favourite Bún Bò Huế place, please let me know. Usually I'll just eat at random street vendors, but since I've moved to my current district, which is District 1, I'm not that well versed with where good Bún Bò Huế is. So generally I find myself eating other meals like hủ tiếu and bánh canh. Yeah. I love jalo, so it's so good. It really makes the Bún Bò Huế. It's an essential. They have one pot at the front for current service, and then I think another pot at the back, a bigger one, which they're currently working on. Oh, okay, I added way too much spice. Oh my gosh. Oh. There's 2 types of beef, so the one that I showed you before, which kind of reminds me of like a brisket, and then like your rare beef, so something you would find in pho, which is interesting. Wow, super, super tender. Then we've got tendon, which I'm not too sure if everyone is a fan, but I am. That's so soft as well. It's like a crab kind of ball. It's not bad. The one thing that really shocked me was when I was in Hue, which is where Bún Bò Huế originates from. There they have the thinner noodles. It's kind of like your vermicelli noodles. And I must have eaten at least 15 to 20 restaurants at the time that I was there. No restaurant at all had thick noodles. And I think that really shocked me. And I've confirmed with a lot of people that have also travelled there. They've also been in a lot of shock that somehow we don't really know how the dish that originates from there was with vermicelli noodles and how it evolved over time to have like bigger noodles, like the way that I know it, or it's more common maybe back in your home as well, like countries. In Australia, we definitely use the thick noodles. But yeah, yum. I'm sweating eating this because of this long walk. It's so humid today, and the time. So, usually around 12 to 4, it's extremely hot. So on the way I made a stop to get this drink, and if you need extra electrolytes, this is good. Really good. Just finished up, and honestly I probably had as much of that bowl I could. It was so loaded, but also it's so hot. Sometimes eating like noodle soup dishes can be so hard, and I'm just so full, so I'm going to take a walk and just chat. So the last vlog you would have watched, that was actually filmed well over a month ago, but I just released it last week, as you would have saw, and since then it's been 1 month, and honestly that 1 month has really changed me. So I know in the previous one I had a full mental breakdown. I wasn't feeling the best, and I was kind of questioning what am I doing, what's going on, right? But since then I went on to some Facebook groups and asked, how do you make friends around here? Any recommendations? And I got a lot of comments, a lot of responses. People said, one particular person said to use this app called Meetup, and pretty much it is meeting other solo travelers, and very interesting. So essentially what it is you go onto this app and you find the events within your city. There's heaps around the world. So I found one for Ho Chi Minh City, so Saigon. And you pretty much just go there and you meet at the Ho Chi Minh statue. I went during Dut, so during Lunar New Year, and honestly it was pretty hectic because you don't know who's going. There's no profile pictures, it's just the first name. The host that also creates the event, that person does not attend either. So you go to the statue and you look out for other fellow meetuppers, but you don't know what anyone looks like. And because I was there during Dut and it was so busy, they had performances on. It was just like 200 people, me standing there at the statue trying to look for anyone that looked kind of lost or on their phone. And anyway, so we messaged in the app and was like, hey, I'm wearing this, like I'm at the statue. And yeah, we spent about 30 minutes trying to look for each other based on the color of our clothing. Silly us, I don't know why we did not change the location, and just be like, let's just meet here instead. But anyway, so that created the bond to be pretty funny already. And from there, once you meet up, you decide what you want to do. So do you want to go for drinks or, coffee, desserts or some food? So we went for drinks and we just chatted. And I think meeting people like this, you instantly get along because you're all solo travelers already. So there's already something to bond about. Then the nature of meeting up like this and being nervous and such adds to that connection too. So when I went, I was almost like, I don't know if I want to go, like this makes me so nervous. What if I get kind of social anxiety? But I'm really glad that I went, because from there met two great guys that have just been traveling around as well. One of them teaches English online, which I thought was pretty interesting because that is something I'm also considering doing as well. in my previous video I did mention that I was looking for a way to find income now that I am solo traveling. So of course my accommodation expenses are no longer split, it's covered fully by me. And so yeah, I have actually I started the course, the TEFL course, to teach English online. I would teach English, in a foreign country, I started that about a year and a half ago, and I guess I never really got around to finishing it, and that kind of gave me the motivation to be like, okay, that's a really good option. I should really get focused and finish off that course and kind of just see where it leads me. So if he's saying that he's able to find a job online to teach without having any previous classroom-based teaching, that gives me a pretty good, I'm motivated. I'm like, wow, okay, so this could really be a pathway for me. Something I had already considered, but I just kind of delayed because I'm not too sure why. And from there, we went up to another meetup group the following week, met up even more friends, we made 7 other friends, and since then it's just been so great because we're always checking in on each other, seeing how each other's going. And even recently I bumped into one of them in the supermarket, which was such an amazing feeling to be like, wow, I actually have friends here. I've bumped into someone around the city. And yeah, so that's really impacted me in a really good way in the last month to make friends. And it's just made my energy even more positive. When I'm feeling down, we get together, we hang out, we talk about things, about life and our challenges. And yeah, having friends and a support circle it's the best thing so far. I'm really enjoying it. And the other thing that's been on my mind is that my visa does expire in April, and I am considering what to do, where to go, and if I should after that return to Vietnam or kind of stay in another country, spice it up a little bit. So guys, if you have any recommendations of where you would like to see me go, whether that's in Vietnam, another city, or stay in Saigon after a visa run, or maybe another country like Thailand, Malaysia, Singapore, China, I don't know. I'm pretty open to it all right now, so let me know in the comments below, and I will definitely consider what you guys have in mind. I think I'll leave it at that, guys. Thanks so much for spending the day with me. I will see you in the next one.
So sweet like a lemonade. Take time, we can give it a minute, mate. We can do something new, let me innovate. We can take it slow like we iterate.